Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or whenever you're listening to this show. I'm Drew, and this is Takes from Obvious Bozos, episode 32. I don't know if you guys heard that. Did you guys hear
We
that?
did. I think maybe start over.
Yeah, everyone. No, we're going to keep it in. It's going to be fun. I accidentally punched my my microphone. I'm Drew. My usual co-host, as you guys know, Zach. He abandoned me this week, just completely abandoned me. He's in Vegas for WrestleMania. He's watching Cody Rhodes, John Cena. Everything's going on there. So I got some backup, and I probably got the best backup that I can get. We have the editor-in-chief of the Strickland himself, Alex Wolf, and then we have our consigliere, right? Isn't that how you pronounce it?
Consigliere.
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 Our consummate Jerry.
Consul Jerry.
Yeah,
consummate Jerry. Yeah.
Marty Wilpon is here as well. So yeah. Today we have a very special episode. We don't have any take. Well, we do have takes.
We're ignoring them.
We have takes that the Strickland staff submitted. When did we submit this? October?
Right before the season, right?
Yeah, day before the season.
Or something like that. So we're gonna review the season we're going to see all the takes that we had in October, and we're going to see how they aged well. And I'm going to quiz Alex and Marty to see who gave the take in the first place.
Can you give us a list of the people who participated?
No, don't do it. It wasn't very many, so I think it's going to be more fun to go in blind.
All right.
I did look earlier today. I didn't read it through, but I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, 5 people participated.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I forgot to do it.
Right, well, I know you both did.
No, I forgot to do it.
Oh, you didn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always in it.
I've never written a word for the Strickland, so I didn't participate.
That's why you're the consul Jerry.
Hey, I've done a lot of podcasts, Probably now between the mailbag and this, I'm approaching 100. Mailbag, we're at 95, and we'll never get any higher than that.
No, we will.
It's going to say 95.
we're never going to do it.
Someday we're going to come out of retirement and do 5 more episodes, and the 100th we'll have so many guests. We'll have Ben Stiller on for number 100.
That would be really funny. Hey Ben,
I know you haven't come on for our main show ever, but would you like to come on for our
least popular podcast?
Yeah, our least popular one.
No, I think it's probably the most popular.
Hey, do you want to come on a homogenous tall white guy podcast with 3 white dudes?
It's a basketball podcast. Also, what is this right now?
I know we're also This is you may as well just sub out Doug for fucking whack, man. It's just 3 white dudes.
The thing is, if we want to do those episodes, we're not freaking getting whack. He told me, Alex, the other day, Drew, I tried, I did, I was going to do the rundown for game 81. And then I just said, fuck this. Alex and I were going to maybe do it, but we were just like, no, we're not doing it because nobody wants to watch that show. But earlier in the day, I texted Whack and I was like, hey, do you want to do the rundown with me? And he's like, dude, I haven't watched a single game this year. So, yeah.
It's what? You haven't watched a single game?
Yeah. He's like, So first of all, okay, Alex, can you guess why Whack could not join the rundown that night?
Because he had to take his cat to the vet.
No. What do you think he was doing at night?
Eating Chipotle, being fat, playing video games.
But no, come on.
That's my best guess.
The other one.
Smoking cigarettes?
The other one.
Girlfriend?
He was going to a rave.
Oh, cool. Oh, so he's going to a Deadmau5 concert. So he's in the rave life again, huh?
Yeah, and he was like, I was like, that's unbelievably stereotypical for you. It sounds fake. Yeah. And he was like, I know, but I really am going to a rave.
I got to tell you, I don't know what we're going to do without his dimly lit nerd cave as our third panel in our podcast when we bring it back. Well, him sitting there lit only by his monitor that reflects in his glasses.
And then you hear the cat walking from the keyboard.
This fucking cat walking behind him and just like, meow. He'd be like, oh, that's my cat. Laughing like fucking Seth Rogen.
Oh, that's my fucking cat.
Oh, I can't wait for my cat to make an appearance.
Can we kick Gavin off of Locked On Knicks after game 1 and do me, you, and Whack Locked On?
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Oh, but we got to send Whack home. He has to do it. He has to do it from his apartment.
Yeah, you and I can be sitting on your couch,
and Whack has to do it from his apartment.
make him take the train home to do the podcast.
Go get on the fucking queue. Go home. Or not the queue, the 7.
Yeah, he's the 7, right? Yeah,
he's
Queens.
Well, no, he's in Forest Hills. He must be the R.
Or doesn't he take the LIRR to get wherever he's at?
He does actually normally do that. Yeah, to get here. Yeah. Which is also insane because it's actually faster.
Is it technically faster?
Yeah, it's because there are no stops. The LIR only stops at Grand Central and Penn Station from where he comes from.
Yeah.
Where the hell is he coming from? Is he all the way
from Forest Hills? I'm doxing him right now, but he's
he's not that far.
Yeah, it's fine.
I really shouldn't have said that.
I don't think anyone even would know what Whack's real name.
No, well, they do anymore. Because he says it on. If we went back and listened to the mailbag, you would know.
I don't think anyone cares enough.
No they would also. It's
no one's going back. Listen,
that's not enough information.
There's only going to be like 10 people listening to this specifically, right?
So 40 There are only going to be like 40 non-Patreon subscribers to listen.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's going to do that.
This is our most popular podcast. Actually, this is the one Ben Slur's going to come on.
It
would be pretty fun.
Hysterical.
That would. Oh man, how mad would Schwinn be?
He would be furious.
He'd be furious. He'd be fuming.
But he'd pretend he'd pretend he's cool with it. He'd be like,
yeah. He'd be like, oh, bro, I'm just gonna like come on. Obviously,
he'd be like, oh, can I come on?
Yeah.
No, sorry, it's only a 3-person layout.
Ben really wants to just do the takes, like just him.
He's gonna give all the takes.
Yeah, it's just actually he's gonna be like, "Can I do takes from Obvious Bozos?" But it's a solo pod. I don't want you and Zach there. I'm just gonna
be like, okay.
I would say yes. Yeah,
bro, are you kidding me? If Ben Stiller was like, "I'll do that for 5 minutes," I'd be like, "Do whatever the fuck you want." You could say as many vile things as you want to if you put your face on our airwaves for 5 minutes.
I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
you know how funny that would be. Like,
that'd be hilarious.
It would be great. So, just like what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna read the question that we didn't come up with these questions. Someone else did. I'm gonna read them. I think the professor actually came up with them.
I think so.
And then I'm gonna read, and you have to guess who it is.
Okay.
So the first question that we asked back in October: what's something Knicks fans will overreact to the first few months that will end up just fine? The take I'm going to say right now is Bridges' shooting and scoring output.
I mean, honestly,
is that it? That's the whole take.
That's it.
Really accurate.
So are we grading the take and then guessing who it's from, or what?
You can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want with it.
Okay. I think, man, we got too many fucking staff members.
But I'll tell you, only 5 participated.
No, I believe you. I just didn't read the article.
Yeah, once we get through the first 5, there's
you'll know.
All right. Okay, so here's who I know. Here's who I'm going to guess participated. I'm going to logic this out. I know that Drew participated.
I did.
I know that Colin participated, and I know that Matt Miranda participated. That's 3. Schwinn probably did, and then my guess is that Stacy did.
That's close enough.
So,
well, we're going to learn the answers shortly.
Yeah,
what do you grade the take?
I'm trying to lay out my logic here because Alex knows who participated and you know who.
I actually don't. So. I don't remember. I just looked earlier and I saw that 4 or 5 people were in it, and I realized that I didn't do it, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't grade myself anymore." I don't care.
All right. I'm gonna guess that this is a Drew take.
Close, but no.
I think this. Well, what do you grade it?
Oh,
I mean, actually, sorry. That is exactly what happened. It actually played out exactly as we expected.
Is a higher number good take or bad take?
Make it a letter grade.
Okay, but quality, because this is takes from funny. We want funny bad takes. So if
I think an F is a bozo take.
Okay,
F is a bozo take.
This is probably a B because it was kind of right actually.
I'm giving it an A plus. It's exactly
A plus. This is exactly what happened.
While Russell was hurt, he looked fine.
It was prescient. I'm gonna say this was Prez.
It was Schwinn.
Oh,
that's
go figure. Right about everything.
The next take is the depth of the bench. They're going to get Mitchell Robinson back by January or trade him for someone who can play. Deuce McBride, Precious, the Walking Miracle Achua campaign, and literally anyone else will be fine enough to start the season.
That's Colin.
I think that's Drew.
That is me.
Yeah. I know you're the only one that's going to bring out Precious, the Walking Miracle Achua.
I thought the dumb joke would have made it Colin, but I guess Drew also qualifies.
Editor no, Drew's breezy take came before word broke that Achua will miss the next 2 to 4 weeks after pulling his hamstring.
Wait, that's an F simply because you called him the Walking Miracle and he immediately got injured.
Yeah, I'm giving it a D just because bench depth was a thing. So I'll give you that much at least, but you fucked it all up.
Yeah, no, that was a bad take. Guys, that didn't age well.
That's
because
hilarious.
The bench...
It's honestly so bad it's pretty funny because of how horrible it immediately turned out to be.
Yeah, like Precious got injured. Mitch didn't come back till what? Close to March, basically.
Yeah. He didn't come back till after the All-Star break, right?
Yeah, it was after the All-Star break. Yeah. I'm saying it was closer to March.
No,
it
was closer to yeah. It was like
so like it aged terribly. The next take is Cat shooting too many 3-pointers.
Too many.
There's an F minus.
Yeah,
minus,
what is
minus,
this
minus.
take? Who is this? Who would say this?
I'm gonna say Colin.
It's not Colin.
No, that's not Colin. It's not Prez.
Nope.
It's not Matt. It's Miranda?
It's Jeff.
Oh, you didn't react. That makes sense. No offense, Jeff, but that makes sense.
Does that make sense? Because he's saying that's what fans would be freaking out about.
They're saying they would be freaking. Like, what's going to be an issue that it's only going to exist in the first week? But
I misunderstood what the prompt was. I thought it was an issue that you. Okay, I get it.
I totally was thinking it was for like longer term too, but either way.
Okay, well, it still makes sense of being Jeff because he that is kind of
actually though. This is like F minus because the first week everybody was like, "Why is the Cat shooting more 3-pointers?"
Right? Yeah, I don't think all year anyone complained about the threes Cat was taking.
No,
so
no,
that's like a straight up 0 on the exam.
If any of Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, or OG Anunoby struggle to start the year, like it or not, the front office moves have amplified everything around this team. Folks will riot if any one of these 3 don't deliver.
That's Miranda.
F minus for too much hedging.
Yeah.
So much hedging.
If 3/5, if one of 3/5 of the starting lineup doesn't do it, we're going to freak out. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, but was that right?
No.
God damn.
No one's Colin? Oh.
No.
Who'd you say it was?
Max.
Oh, Max Hoover. Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
sorry. I don't know who that,
I like Max.
I don't know who that is.
the human vacuum cleaner himself, Max Hoover.
Nice. That is a good.
Yeah. I don't know if he's ever gotten that or if I've ever said that. But
I agree. You got to stay. I don't care if your take is right or wrong. You got to stand by it. And he hedged mid take, so that's an.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta just say like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And you gotta roll with it. The hedging is not the way to do it.
I love
says what he thinks.
I love Max, and like he's written some really good stuff for us, and like his stuff for us always kicks ass because he like turns off his like fan-sided brain because he's written for like fan-sided and shit a bunch. I think that was a fan-sided take. Sorry, Max, that one was no good. To keep that shit out of our fucking airways. Come on.
All right, the last one of this question is the wing depth. I wrote a whole damn article on why Josh Hart should come off the bench, and a big part of that was the lack of wing depth. But then I saw Pacome Dadier hoop, and I opened my eyes to the future.
Okay, that's Miranda.
No, I think this one is Colin. I think this is Colin.
Did they not answer this question?
Oh wait, is it Stacy?
Prez.
No.
Not Stacy or Prez.
Who the fuck?
Our former boss.
Joe.
Oh, Joe.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds like Joe.
Huh. What an oddball season opening roundtable.
Yeah. Wait, but did Miranda not answer this?
I don't think Miranda was in it.
No, but it looks like so we put Packhome. He put a Packhome.a highlight reel after Joe's take, which is pretty good on us.
That was probably me. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the last take actually, which is Tyler Kolek's playing time. Whether he gets it or doesn't, there will be a passionate discourse.
Oh wait, we didn't grade Joe's take.
Oh yeah. What was it again?
That Packhome is gonna play over.
It was F. It was terrible.
Well, wait, no. This is for the first week, and Packhome did play the first week. I'm giving it a C just on that alone.
That's a good point.
Packhome played game 1.
You know what? I think I'm going to give it a B for that exact same reason. Joe kind of nailed the prompt. It was literally the first week.
Yeah, I'm giving it a C.
Fine.
Yeah. All right. Last one again was about Kolek and that it was going to cause a riot or some shit.
Yeah. I would say it did become a thing later in the season. It was not a thing during the beginning of the first week.
I guess because it eventually was true, I'm going to give it a C, but it was not.
This was a storyline. It just wasn't.
All right, so wait, who was this though?
But who was it?
Oh, well, this must be Colin because we haven't gotten Colin's yet.
There you go.
There we go. I'll give this one a C also.
Yeah.
All right, read all the rest of them out of order though, so they're not in this because I think they're all in the same order for every question.
Are they?
I've been reading them out of order anyway.
Oh, all right, good. Okay, cool.
Now I got to try to remember who actually did. Anyone not answer all the questions, or is that the group?
No, so there are a few people who answered every single question, but there are people who appeared that just answered a few, but they didn't answer all of them.
All right, so there might be people we haven't heard from yet. Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right, and unfortunately for the free folks, that's all you get. You're only going to get barely 20 minutes because you need to go to patreon.com/the Strickland to listen to the rest of this episode, where that is the $6 tier where you get also the Friday episodes of Pod Strickland. That's with Schwinn and Prez, because Prez, you gotta pay money to hear Prez, right? Like that's Stacy's for free. We don't care. Prez's thoughts though, they're behind a paywall. Just like the first 20 minutes of what Zach and I have to say every 2 weeks. So that's the free preview and for the patrons. Like I said, patreon.com/Strickland, $6 tier, or you go to strict.land. There's a giant banner. It's right there that says go to Patreon. So do that, subscribe, all that good stuff. And for the patrons, we'll see you on the other side.